Hello and welcome to a Web Design Tuts Plus tutorial. My name is Adi Purdila. In today's tutorial, I'll give you a brief introduction to SMACSS. This is related to CSS, and its name stands for Scalable and Modular Architecture for CSS. If you go to smacks.com, you'll find information about SMACSS itself, as well as the book written by Jonathan Snook. And you can even find a list of all the chapters in the book. A lot of people think this is a framework, but it's not really. It's basically a set of guidelines which will help you write better and more organized CSS. Now, as I said, today I'm going to give you a brief overview. And if you like what you see, you can head over to Tuts Plus and take this course. It's called Introduction to SMACSS. It's one of my courses where I teach some more in-depth stuff, and of course show you a real-world example of how to use this guide. So check it out. Now, SMACSS basically states that you should divide your style sheets into 5 categories. So I'm going to give you a brief overview. The first one is base. And in here you should put a reset file or some general styles. Basically all the default styles that you want to apply to various elements. For example, if you want to apply a general margin bottom for a paragraph, it goes in here, or a color or the text style for the link, they should go in here. The second category is layout, and this one will hold any style or any rule that will help you position and arrange various elements on the page. So let me give you an example, a blog page with a main content and a sidebar on the right. Well, the styles that will ultimately position those two elements should go in the layout category. The third category is for modules. Now, modules, according to SMACSS, refer to the reusable parts of a design, like buttons, forms, tables, lists, and so on. So everything that can be reused should go into modules. The fourth category is called state. State will hold all the styles that refer to the various states modules can be in. For example, a tab can be active or inactive, or an element can be visible or it can be hidden, and so on. The fifth one is called theme. Now, the theme category should contain all the styles that will give your website its look, its appearance, right? So starting from colors to fonts to everything like that. For example, if you have a WordPress theme and you have multiple color variations, then each color variation, which can affect the color of the links, the buttons, maybe the background, the font you use for the text. So every single variation should go in one of these theme files. With that said, how do you use them in a real project? Well, I'm going to show you the exercise results from the Tuts Plus course. First, I'm going to show you the before. So what we had before we applied the SMACSS approach, and then the after. So before, this is the HTML. It's a lot of HTML. It's pretty good organized, but we can always do better. And here is the CSS. Now I'm using 3 CSS files here. I'm using a master CSS, which basically has all the styles, not so well organized, I gotta say. Using some overqualification here. So a lot of improvement can be done on this. Then I'm using a very aggressive reset file. And then I'm using a skin.css to have all the colors for the links, the headings, and so on. Now, the after result looks like this. Index.html. You can see it's much better organized, providing some general classes that can be used on lots of different elements, like align center, which is used to align elements on the center. And then the CSS. Now I'm using less for this example. So I have the base.less, which holds the normalized CSS for the reset, as well as some general styles that I wrote for the typography here. You can see the paragraph. It has a margin bottom of 1.5, and this will apply to any paragraph anywhere in the page since it's a base style. Again, style for anchor tags, headings, block quotes, and an input type submit. Layout refers to some alignment classes, and then the container, lists, and notice that I'm prefixing all of the classes with L dash. L stands for layout. So as you can see, less CSS is written here, which is a good thing. Modules then, again, very well organized, nothing in states, and in theme, using some variables. And that's basically it. So overall, the result was really good. A much better written CSS, easier to maintain, and most importantly, the CSS is now scalable. So I can transform that simple page from a simple to a complicated page without having to worry too much about running into CSS issues. So that's it basically. Personally, I think it's a great system if you're using it the right way. I've started using it in my own projects and I'm really happy with it. Use it with less, as I did here, or SASS, and you'll get a guaranteed boost in productivity because, well, you'll have a great workflow. Alright, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.